the problem is with gyms is it's hard for the, you know, it's, A, I have to take care of my client, but B, I need the facility to take care of my client. You know, they're with me for 1 hour, but they're in the gym for the whole year. I think that I hear that that's very important to you guys. Yes?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, just if you look at the club alone, it's a $15 million facility.
Right.
So, you know, we have to maintain retention with our members. You know, so if we're not getting results, guess what? They're gone.
I was wondering if you could do something where I could start working with you more, you know, not just doing my sessions where I'm getting a piece of them, but something where I could maybe help you train the trainers or, you know, manage the place a little bit, and you could cut me like a base salary, something. I just have to start doing more for myself, you know. And I've gone out and gone and checked some other places out and felt some people out. And
you've looked at other places after all the times that I've helped you out here. You've looked at other places?
I mean, again, I just looked, you know, just to sort of feel out what I was going to say to you, and I'm here to you first, obviously.
How did you feel about the other places?
I mean, look, I've been working with you a long time. I don't want to leave here. But at the same time, I need to do something now. You know what I mean? And I need to step it up. I've been doing this for too long, man.
Right now, it's not exactly the best time to start, you know, hitting people up for more money.
I know that. I know that. But that's exactly almost why I have to. Because I don't know how much worse things are going to get, or, you know, hopefully they turn around and get better. I don't know. But all I do know is I've been doing this long enough to where I need to change. And if it's going to be with you guys, I would love to do that. And if it's not, I understand, but then I'm going to have to move on.
Well, you're talking about more of a management role, taking a piece out of the profit, stuff like that. I mean, I've been trying for weeks just to get you to wear the shirts. You can't even pass along with me on that.
I mean, I got to be honest with you, Bill. I'm not a uniform guy. I mean, I love the gym. I don't love the T-shirts. But I mean, if I have to wear a T-shirt to be on the team, I'll do that.
Well, that's what I mean, more of a team role. I don't see you in that role. I don't get that feeling from you. I get you more of an outsider, more of an independent, you know, kind of fly by the seat of your pants kind of guy.
Hi.
Hi.
How can I open this?
What's your cheapest prepaid phone?
Cheapest prepaid? Let me show you. This is $110 with 200 minutes and nights and weekends free.
$110 and I only get 200 minutes?
Yeah.
I'll give you 80 for it.
No, our cost is 95. I can't give you for 80.
Okay, then I'll take 95 and I'll buy 2.
No, I can give you 100 if you want.
Okay, that's fine. I'll
Okay.
take 2 then. Hi, David. This is Chelsea.
Hi. You're real. You can never tell with these websites.
So, I checked out your information, and I see that you're a writer, and
Yep.
your company's in LA, so is that where you live as well?
Yeah, I live in LA. I'm just in for a couple days.
Do you travel a lot?
I do, you know, project to project. Just go wherever they're shooting. I'm in New York like 5 times a year.
What kind of writer are you?
Screenwriter?
So, what are you looking forward to? Do you have anything specific in mind?
Well, you know, after looking at your site, I'd really love to get together with you. I'm just feeling kind of stressed out. I mean, I should probably see a shrink, but it seems like a lot more fun to see you.
Why don't you tell me about yourself? Are you married? Do you have kids?
Yes and yes, and no comment.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2 little girls. Don't make me feel bad, though.
I won't. Would you like to meet tomorrow?
Yes, I would, but tomorrow is my screening and my dinner. That's what I'm in for, so I can't do it tomorrow. And I leave Friday morning. How about tonight?
Yeah, I can't do tonight.
Oh, really?
Have you ever even seen an escort before?
No, this is my first time. Is it that clear?
Well, no, it's just I have this policy that I usually don't see a client unless they've been with an escort.
Hmm.
You know,
Do you make exceptions?
Actually, I was just going to tell you that I was looking at your birth date, and it actually coincides with mine really well. You know, let me see if I could push some things around. We clicked. There was something there, and I told him that.
You told him that?
I told him that I was going out of town for the weekend.
Right.
And he didn't like that at all. And what really set it off was when he insulted me about my, you know, my personology books.
Right.
And I had a feeling he didn't support me in my belief. And, you know, I found out last night for sure.
So you found out last night that he's not into astrology, or he doesn't like your astrology?
It's not astrology. Are you gonna do this to me too?
Kind of is.
It's not. I mean, 20,000 people, that's, you know, that's more than just reading star signs.
No, I definitely think it's important. I think it's critical to have somebody who supports you. But it's important to, you know, I don't want to be negative, because I think that feeling when you connect with the client, it's the best feeling in the world, and I don't want to be sort of down on that.
It's funny because, you know, I wanted to get away from my parents and I didn't want to depend on them. I didn't want their money.
Right.
And that's more than half the reason I started doing this in the first place. And, you know, I have a lot of money saved up and I won't completely feel like I'm dependent on him, monetarily at least.
Right.
But he made me feel happy. And I want to know if that's something that will continue or if it won't.
Do you really believe what's coming out of your mouth right now? You think, what do you think? Let me guess, this guy's married? Does he have a family? Huh? What do you think's gonna happen? You're gonna go away this weekend? Something magical is gonna happen? He's gonna go home to his wife, who he's cheating on, by the way, and say, hey, honey, guess what? I spent 3 days with a hooker, and guess what?
I don't know what's going to happen. And that's the point. I know what's
going to happen. You know what's going to happen? Okay? You're going to go on your little trip, all right? And when he's done playing with you, because he's having a midlife crisis, he's going to leave you and go back to his normal great life with his wife and his family, and he's going to leave you high and dry. And guess what? Then you're going to come back here, and there's no here anymore. And you'll be stuck with you and your books alone. I promise you that.
Wish I would have known you felt like that.
So that's it. Just fucking blindsides you out of nowhere. No.
Blindsides me out of nowhere. Walks in and I am going away with somebody and it's over. That's the end of it.
Buddy, listen. You know, I feel for you. And fucking everything you talk about this girl, you loved her, you were happy, this was the thing. And so for that, I feel for you. But honest to God, good fucking riddance.
It's not good riddance. It's not good riddance.
It is good
okay?
riddance.
It's the first girl in as long as I can remember that I really care about.
Let me tell you something.
Cared about. I don't even, you know?
Let me tell you something. All women, ultimately, are evil. They're the worst species. They're worse than fucking hyenas. Because they have all the power. I'm not even
sensing a little frustration from
They have all the fucking power, okay? And they know this.
Do you ever listen to Jim Rome?
Yeah, I love Rome.
He always talks about Charles Barkley, and I guess he had a bill at some club in Vegas for 15 grand in alcohol. And he was like, oh, it was just an accident. I forgot to pay it. But just
Oh,
hearing,
he walked out on it?
Well, no, it was just like, you know, he said put it on my tab and never paid it.
Right.
But honestly, just
Sure,
forgot.
Charles. Sock down 15,000 worth of booze, and then waltz out the door. I love when he like repeats it like 5 times. When you see that when they hand you that funnel cake with the powdered sugar on it, it's all hot and crispy. You think this is gonna be great.
I guess what I'm building up to is I'm trying to see the role that this guy plays in your life. Not necessarily your relationship between him, and I'm not really interested in the intimate details between you, these two actual people, you and your boyfriend. I'm interested in the kind of relationship that somebody in your business would have with somebody that they actually love.
Well, let me speak with him and see how he feels about it. This journalist, Mark, he's actually really nice. He was a little intrusive, but
Intrusive? How so?
I mean, he's a journalist, so that's his
Of
job,
course,
right?
yes.
It's just, I'm not used to that, really. He wants to meet you.
He wants to meet me?
Mm-hmm.
What's he want to meet me for?
He's never met an escort that is in a committed relationship.
After that, sorry to interrupt you, but have you ever been in an open relationship? And if you were, what's the fucking difference?
Nope.
Open on which end?
No.
Here's the
No,
difference.
that's the question,
I
right?
thought in a no strings attached relationship. Here's what it is. The way the relationship is
open.
established, if you get into a relationship with someone that you think is exclusive and then they suggest it being open, that's not going to fly.
That's
However,
different.
if you get into sort of a fuck buddy situation,
Like college.
that's
That's
and
different.
you both want to keep it that way, that I can handle.
Like college, when you have that open relationship, fuck buddy,
Yeah,
with
but
the
if you-
girl.
if you-
Pull these bones together and relax them. Beautiful. And you drop down into a plank now, position 2. A little bit more forward. Yeah, you can walk your hands forward. Push forward, push forward. Let your hips come down a little bit. Right there. Hold that position for me. Good. Breathing. Yes. Drop down into a chaturanga now. Drop to the mat. Good. Hold that for a second. And then come to up dog.
I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm gonna keep training him and continue to blow him off, nicely, but I'm at like a loss right now.
That's like the worst situation. I mean, I've been there before, but for girls, it's so much worse. I just kick the crap out of him every time you see him, make him throw up so he can't think about asking you out. And then he'll start to hate you.
I hope so.
Either
Like,
that or get in really good shape.
That's true too, So I gotta keep.
And then you might want to go out with him.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that. I gotta.
You can make him over. It might be like a work in progress.
Hi.
Hi, may I help you?
Glenn wouldn't happen to be here, would he?
Yes, right this way. Glenn, someone to see you.
Ah, Miss Chelsea, I presume.
Thanks.
Hey, thanks, Dad. What the fuck is up? So, how do you like what I haven't done with the place?
This is your place?
Well, it's kind of a nice setup. I've got a little deal with Pater there. You're supposed to be a sophisticated escort, I read. You're like a little Schoenberg. I can improvise on it for hours. So, what's on the menu?
What would you like to know?
Well, it's not so much what I'd like to know, it's what I'd like to feel. But, again, I don't think you really understand what I can do for you if this goes well. I trust you've looked at my site again. You've seen some of the girls who are the stars of the erotic connoisseur. I've got a very big project coming up that I think if this works out, you'd be perfect for. I'm organizing a junket